Green face, it's scary Halloween day, scream face, never secondary, Jordan mean face, A-Ride got a ball side, free play, that's a cheesecake, on a honey plate, Hail Mary, yeah, Aaron to Devontae, green book with yellow as the Devils, Eliante, got me shining great. I didn't hit you with the riding brake, came up with the pack. I don't fail with the pack, ever riding this track. I got 12 in my pack, I've been rolling out the pocket. I see I was knocking, throwing past the tire. Step on past the science, tag him up. I know Frankie Smith gon' tackle him. I know Darren Smith gon' back him up. And you know that Taylor Savage bug, I made some crap and kick it good. Three together, we stick it to it. Super Bowl, shoot, star. Cheese,
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 yards on the ground on the first play from scrimmage. 14. First down is right. Williams in motion. Now they'll pitch it out here. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle made back at his 48-yard line. Now, Goff. That's caught downfield by Tasman. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On first down, it's Goff. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack. A second down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit. To throw is Goff.
That is incomplete. Pass intended for Williams. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Oh, the defense beats him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stop. They have turned it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
1 yard gain. Brings up
It is 2nd and 9.
At the 19-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. On the move left. He manages to get the throw late and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Dak going to give this to Blue. He's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the 47.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they go with Blue. And will be taken down with the 1st down. Time will run out on this opening quarter. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the Lions' 41-yard line.
They'll run with Blue, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
2nd down, Prescott. That is caught, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 30, and the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal on the 8-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Lou will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return is Greg Dork. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Lions may go on 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
Goff to throw. Forced out wide. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Goff. His throw, left side, or to Slaw. He's got it. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down is looming. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with Dare taking those points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Complete to Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 10-7.
Lions 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Cowboys take
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Prescott on first down. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
Left side, caught by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and
out of the gun, a give to Blue. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys.
Here's Dak to throw.
First down.
And he'll be taken down. They've got him back at midfield. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Throwing is Prescott. Forced out left. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Avante Turpin on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A run once more with Blue. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
He's brought down by
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On second down, it's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 13.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A 10-yard
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Oh, he'll be taken down short of where he needed to get to. Hold calm, but it backfires. And they turned it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Williams in motion.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. He'll get the first down inside the 25. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a first down.
A gain of 19
Typically in a
yards.
3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. D. Winters getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. He'll get him a bit closer, tackled at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cowboys 3-yard line.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Fake snap for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Cowboys 10.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
And they're on 24-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Branch on the tackle.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
2nd down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. Moving left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. We are set for 4th and long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. He took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
Off to throw on 1st down, and the rush gets there. Down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll take this one in. Jahmyr Gibbs.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey after the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Rasheen Ali on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30.
Rasheen Ali on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
On
It's
2nd down, Jackson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working quickly here.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now it's Lamar. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This will end up as a touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. He'll send him over right. Now Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. Met there, and the contact takes him to the sideline. It's going to be about a 22-yard gain. And that is good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. Sends this one to and through the end zone, so that's incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5.
That's called playing downhill with a capital D. These safeties, they love to see that play. And that ball caught in front of him. He came down in a hurry and knocked it backwards.
Working on 2nd down. Lamar. For the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews from 5 yards away.
For the extra point.
Point after by Luke is up and good. And that ties things at 7.
The game at 7.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Takes a hit on his first pass attempt of this game, and it doesn't get anywhere close. That's incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Dak to the air here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens add a a great return to that turnover before they're finally stopped. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Throwing on second, Jackson getting out to his left.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through. No problem.
Ravens 14, Cowboys 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he gets it forward to shoot about a yard out of that. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They still have 5 to go here, third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
33-yard line. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
He gets the handoff. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Dak to throw. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. That'll be good for Dallas. First down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Dak. Taking a chance to the end zone. No touchdown. He knocked it away. The look was there, Brock. They had the guy they wanted. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Back to the air. Prescott. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Okay, so the hurry up here.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's going to work it to the 20. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
So we'll await third down and 9. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9. To throw is Prescott. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
That's quarterback's living nightmare and a defender's dream right there. Not just to get the sack and get home, but sack fumble, that's what these defenders live for.
And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down. We've set it down for him from the 31.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Now here's Lamar. Finds him on the slant. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick about the better and making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second down, here's Lamar. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion. Now it's Jackson. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. He's got his man. This is Walker. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to.
The rush is going to win this one if they get to it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, Jackson. And this is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens!
To Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And able to get this out to the 25. Prescott looks to throw right away. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
In motion, the tight end. Prescott to throw it. He'll swing this out to Blue. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks are like a point guard in basketball. Their job, distribute the ball to the playmakers. They don't have to be the hero, and that was a perfect example. He could have tried to work the ball down the field, but he makes a smart choice to throw it underneath. It was a short gain, but it was enough for a new set of downs.
And that is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Defended by DeRon Lamb.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. An empty possession, not what they were seeking.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play to force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 46 yards. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cowboys nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the season. It's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Drops it to Blue, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Prescott going to change the play.
47-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his
now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. All that blown up by DeMarvin and Overshown. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Cowboys nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Second down and a yard. Prescott now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Prescott yet again. That'll be complete to Blue. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Prescott. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! CD Lamb, 64 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make our score 14-7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.